What exactly is hydraulic fracturing, or fracking? As many have recently noticed like yourself, fracking has become very popular among the natural gas excavation industry. About 60% of the energy produced in the United States is from the process of fracking. The idea has been known since the 1940s. It is now taking over the country in how we extract natural resources. Now, hydraulic fracturing is when vertical well bores are drilled into the ground through sediment layers, the water table, and shelf rock formations. The drill is put through vertically, but then turns horizontally. This is done in order to reach the natural gas. A cement casing is installed to contain and withstand the massive volume of water, fracking fluid, sand, and chemicals, which is needed to fracture the rock and shell. The water then cracks the rock. The fractures created from this process is to allow the natural gas to be removed from the rock. Then sand is sent through, along with some chemicals for lubrication, to keep those cracks open. The gases are then transmitted through the well, and we then receive it. A well must be fracked multiple times to recover the natural resources that are meant to be excavated. The chemicals and fracking fluid used are obviously harmful to the environment. Around 600 chemicals, which are mostly elements or carcinogens, are found to be used in fracking fluid. Some of those chemicals are such as formic acid, benzene, hydrochloric acid, methanol, and sodium carbonate. The industries in which control the excavation of the natural gases will obviously say the process of fracking is safe for the environment. However, the recent collection of evidence disproves their claim. In the process, 2 to 8 million gallons of water is used to frack a well. To transport all of this water, you need about 400 to 600 truckloads in order to continue the process. If you do the math correctly, that is translated to be about 2.5 to 8 million gallons of water. Not to mention that 40,000 gallons of chemicals are used per site. After the fracking process, you would also need to transport the leftover waste, which would be about 200 to 300 truckloads. They would then fill the cracks in with those chemicals and sail off the drill site. In the process of injecting those chemicals, there is a great chance of chemicals leaking through, past the cracks, and eventually into drinking water. As stated before, most of the chemicals contained in the fracking fluid is carcinogenic. This means it can have major effects on local citizens near those drill sites, in which fracking is or was taking place. Some of those symptoms consist of headaches, fatigue, dizziness, nausea, and blood tests can show what you're mainly exposed to, such as benzene and other chemicals. If exposed to these chemicals for a long period of time, it can lead to illness of cancer or even death. In recent reports, habitats were diminished and many animals and plant life were killed by the emission of gases from deep in the ground. Some of the leakage of those chemicals, such as methanol, which is one of the types of greenhouse gases, can affect the environment in a number of ways. If the methanol is not burned or somehow disposed of safely, it can be emitted into the atmosphere and cause serious problems to the ozone layer, such as it evaporating or eventually being damaged to a point of no repair. Theoretically, this would be considered as a well-known theory of global warming. In result of a long period of time, this would lead to a catastrophic event of exposure to radiation from the sun and other long-term effects in which would not just affect our lives, but also many other organisms which inhabit Earth. The ozone layer is very important because it reflects UV rays and other radiation from the sun and also permeates our atmosphere. To be open-minded about the controversy, if this process is continuous and nothing is done to stop fracking, it can ultimately destroy homes, lives of many, habitats, and eliminate the region in which we inhabit where we can no longer live here because of the hazardous toxic fumes. In Congress, there's a proposal floating around in which would legalize the process of fracking. Mainly, the fracking process does raise some questions. Believe it or not, fracking can actually cause earthquakes. Because of cracking the Earth's crust, it can create large fractures. These can lead to small underground faults. In theory, this can lead to more periodic earthquakes and cause seismic activity in regions where it is rare to have it. Not many long-term studies have been devoted to hydraulic fracking, but it is now being looked into to find more evidence to refute the industry's claims. So far, the evidence is adding up and will ultimately serve as a great proposal and backup. If you were to live near those contaminated regions, would you drink this disgusting water?